Welcome to the C4 podcast. This is Christians interviewing Christians at a Christian camp. I'm Brandon,
And I'm Caleb.
and welcome. We're glad that you could come here to be a part of it. So, starting off today, we wanted to talk about some things that have been happening over the springtime here as we get ready into our summer weeks of camp. Caleb, what are some of the things that have been happening so far?
Well, we had our work day on April 28th where people from all over came and helped out at the camp and cleaned it up, got all the maintenance done, and picked up all the trees.
Oh,
All
absolutely.
the trees that fell.
We actually had so many volunteers that have come out this year and companies that donated their time and resources to be able to come out here and help us really dive in and get these things going. At the beginning of right before workday happened, there was a pretty big storm that came
Yep.
through and knocked down quite a few trees behind what was our girls' cabins. And there was a lot of storm damage that yet to be cleaned up from that. We had a couple different companies come out and like really donate time to be able to help clear some of that
Mm-hmm.
and really help make this
Yeah,
camp look really, really
yeah.
nice again.
It's crazy. The trees were like dug up from the ground.
Mhm.
Like you could see the bottom of the tree just like sitting up. It was crazy, but we had people who were alumni from the camp who just came out and helped, and then we had actual services that came out and helped where we had teams and they brought like I don't even know what they brought. Their trucks, their equipment, whatever people use to take care of like big trees, and they rocked the house.
Hmm. Like we started pretty early in the morning. I think it was 9 was the start time.
9 a.m.
And realistically, we still had crews out here till almost 7 p.m.,
Yep.
helping get everything ready and get things
Yeah.
going,
Tech
which was even beyond our normal time frame for that.
Technically workday is only 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.,
Yeah.
but we had some people stay till 7 like you said, so that just kind of shows the heart
Yeah,
of the
absolutely.
people.
So the camp's looking fantastic. We've had several groups come out even since then to help get some things ready too. So camp is going to be ready to go. And as a part of that getting ready to go, we've had some things happen since then. Some little events that kind of happen in our calendar time during the year that really help bring people to camp. And that first one was the launch.
Mm-hmm. On May 4th, we had the launch. It was basically our open house for the camp. It was come for 2 hours and just see what we're all about, and it was raining.
It was a
The
rainy
the
day.
weather the weather was kind of meh for the launch, but we made it work.
Hmm.
And what's crazy is how it was raining. Nobody had any idea of what we had prepared, and we still had people come out. I
Yep.
mean, I thought our numbers were pretty impressive. I don't know what they were, but I don't think it matters really. It just
Hmm.
people had no idea what we had in store, and they still came out. And I think that just shows the interest in the camp for sure.
I was part of the parking lot crew helping direct traffic for parking, help get everybody in and out of the parking lot area as needed. And with that, I was able to see a lot of people come through, a lot of people come
Yeah.
in to be part of the camp, come to be see what the camp's about, and realistically, watch a lot of that community begin to grow and develop as well.
Mm-hmm.
People that maybe have never seen the camp before being able to connect with people that have been here a long time.
Yeah.
Just seeing
Yeah.
a lot of those connections. So absolutely, it was really exciting to be a part of that
Yeah.
and
We
see that
had
too.
we had on a lot of our stuff that we do outside, we did inside.
Yeah.
We had Zorbs in the upper room, the dining hall. That's crazy.
Hmm.
That's like you don't normally think about that until you get into certain situations where you have to kind of bend the rules a little bit, I guess, in a way. And we did Zorbs upstairs, and it actually went really well. For those who were concerned and were like, "Oh my gosh, I don't know if that's safe," it was completely fine. It was a good time. But we had like yard games inside. We had board games. We had bingo. Who doesn't love a good game of bingo? And then what's crazy is for the stuff we did inside, we still had inflatables outside in the rain.
Oh yeah,
Like
it's the best way to have them.
it's slip and slides exactly,
There were people going on the slip and slide.
people were on there. People were having a great time, and they still came out, and they were like, "Rain ain't gonna stop us from having fun." So that was really cool to see, and heck, I think we even had a couple tours that were given on that day. So
Yeah,
that was,
able to see the property, see what it looks like,
yep,
even in the midst of the rain. Which we talk about rain as though it's a big bad thing. It's not. The camp has a lot of opportunities and spaces that are indoor spaces to
yep.
stay out of the elements, to stay stay nice and dry, but also at the same time to be able to experience camp life in that way.
Yeah.
Because realistically, even during the summer, we'll have days that are rainier than
Yep.
others. Because weather is a factor, right? Weather is something that happens anytime.
The rain kind of tests our thinking.
Yep.
It's kind of like, okay, it's gonna rain all day. We can't necessarily be outside.
Well,
Let's try and think of things that we can do on the inside that can work, and it gives us the opportunity to kind of broaden our horizon and
and realistically,
critical thinking as well.
a lot of the weeks of camp also have these rain options as well. If rain
Yeah.
is happening during these things, here are some things we can be doing. Here are some things that we need to do in order to be able to uh, avoid some of those things too. Because we also have those things during the summer, typical Michigan summer, where we have
Yep.
like days that are very, very humid and hot outside, where it's better to be inside the air conditioning as opposed
Mm-hmm.
to out and exposed to the elements for a long period of time. We adapt, we change, we have those things ready to go for those kinds of times too. And to be able to put some of those things into practice for our launch day,
Yeah.
so we really say, hey, welcome to camp, really I think helps ease some minds as well as we
Yeah.
get towards summer.
Yeah.
But on top of that,
Yeah.
we had even more since then.
Yep.
We had family camp this past weekend of recording time. It will get out. It will,
The end of April, the beginning of May, the end of May. Guys,
right?
camp season never stops.
Always,
It just
always
keeps
going.
on going.
But family camp happened this past weekend. Caleb, what's family camp look like? What did it look like this year?
So, family camp looks like what? No, well, I'll say this year because it's different every year.
Exactly, right?
Um, this year we had technically it started Friday. A lot of people will come out Thursday night and drop off campers, and then come back Friday, or they'll come in Friday night. And basically, it's just like it's a bunch of families who they'll either bring tents, they'll either bring campers, they'll rent the cabins, staff lodge, nurses area, um, and you just camp out. It's not like a normal summer week season where you have a set schedule. It's pretty much free range. You can do whatever you want. Um, so they'll come and they'll camp out, and meals are usually on their own, although the camp does provide meals Sunday night, I believe. Um, and yeah, there's you just kind of chill and enjoy friends. Really, a lot of people will be outside and just hang out with friends. We on Saturday we have a carpet ball tournament. We have a cornhole tournament. The slip and slide is open for a couple hours. I believe the camp store is open for a couple hours. Canteen, don't know if I think canteen is open. It's just usually people bring their own food, so um, but I mean the pool was open, which this year
A little
it
chilly.
was a little chilly for the pool, but from what I heard, I think there were still people that went swimming. So
Oh yeah.
I mean, so many options you can do. We had this year we had a was it a karaoke night or something like that? No, we had square dancing, that's what it was. We had square dancing under the pavilion, and that was actually a big hit. And then on the inside, we did this thing called Bob Ross Night. We just people painted pictures after like 30 seconds. They would go on to the next picture and just add on to it. It was a chill night. I think they got snacks during that as well. And then Sunday came and we had a church service in our prayer garden, which is always a good time. The prayer garden is I mean, our entire camp is beautiful. Every landmark we have on camp is beautiful in their own way. But there's something about the prayer garden.
Mhm.
It's just like peaceful. It's calming. Um,
A spot dedicated to being that kind
yeah,
of prayer in that small group and worship
yeah,
time, I think is really impactful for
yeah.
sure.
And we always have a guest speaker come out, which is really cool. This year we had
Mr. Liam,
17-year-old Liam George came and spoke and um, had a lesson for us, and he did really well. Liam, if you're watching this, you did well, man. Um, and that was really cool. And then after that, I think families just kind of chilled for about a couple hours, and then we had the famous volleyball tournament that happened around 2 o'clock on Sunday, and that's always a fun time. It's families or non-families, just families or group of friends. You get like five of you, you join the tournament, and last man standing. It's like
right?
a tournament. And then after that, it's kind of like a wind down. I believe slip and slide and pool are still open during that time. And then after that, dinner. We provide dinner on Sunday nights, and then sometime Monday morning through Monday mid-afternoon, people they go home and enjoy their lives. So
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
that's what family camp was this year. That's usually how it looks every year, but some of the activities are a little different. But no, it was a looks like it was a good time, and we had a good amount of people come out, so it was cool.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And so with that, we begin to transition into our summer season. So summer is right around the corner for us, and we're getting ready and excited to see campers start coming in and camp really kicking off.
Yeah,
So with that, that's really kind of been a summary of what's happened over the spring here. Uh, with that in mind, we're excited for summer. We hope you are too. Uh, hoping that you'll be able to maybe join in with us this summer.
that would be awesome.
This,
Whether it's faculty or a camper,
right?
come on out. It'll be a great time. It'll be taken care.
It'll be fantastic. So thank you for joining with us. This has been the C4 podcast. I'm Brandon,
And I'm Caleb.
and we'll see you next time.
See you guys.